Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the SLTMOBITEL Esports Valorant Rivals tournament, and we are here for a quarterfinal game which we did play yesterday. It's a Bo3 series, but due to power failures of the players, we had to postpone the third game. But we are here to witness the third game. And joining me after a very long time is Might. Hi, Might.
Hello, Ted. Has been a long time. I'm excited to see some Valorant here today at the SLT Valorant Rivals.
For sure, man. So just to give you some context of what happened in the first two games of this battle, it was UG taking game number 1, SIGEN ended up taking game number 2 on Icebox. We did have a disconnect of one of the players, but it is what it is, and it ended up as being as 1-1 at the end of yesterday. And the third game is being played today now between these two teams, and I cannot remember exactly what map it's going to be, but we'll have a look at that shortly. But I think we should be able to see it on screen. Yes, it is going to be on Fracture, so an amazing map to watch. I think everyone's excited.
I'm just more than excited to see Fracture, especially because Fracture forces you to play at certain different styles, especially with the agent compositions, and like it forces you to play at a certain level, which I'm pretty sure it makes watching Valorant a lot more fun, especially for the viewers.
For sure, just taking a look at the two rosters for anyone who missed it yesterday. So on the side of UG Valorant, probably the best team in the country right now. We have Scrim, Benji, Chroms, Defiance, and Roach on the side of UG Valorant. And then on the side of Team SIGEN, we have Hawks, Yugi, Madai, Roset, and Dexter. So very decent squad, I must say, from the performance that I saw yesterday. They had a really good fight up against UG, so I'm assuming this is going to be a really good fight on Fracture. And this is a map that was not banned by both teams, hence why it has been the deciding map. And they did give a really good fight on Icebox to the side of UG. So today it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be fragging out, who is going to be carrying their teams, because yesterday we did see a very stand-up performance from Scrim, and mind you, without being there for the last 6 rounds, he was still match MVP at the end of it, and he did not play 6 rounds, and he was still match MVP. So that goes to show how good this guy is. So whether he's going to have the same performance today in this third map is going to be the question. And mind you, this team tends to have a lot of fun on Fracture, but we haven't seen SIGEN play on this map. To be fair, this is one of the first times that we are seeing this team. They were not around last year, but they have come up very strong and within the top 8 teams of the country. But before we do get into the game, I just need to give a huge shout out to SLT and SLTMOBITEL as well as the entire tournament. 100,000 rupees in prize money for all the players who are taking part. On top of that, there is 50,000 rupees worth of Valorant points as well. And there were multiple qualifiers. Where the top 2 teams from each qualifier qualified as the top 8 teams in the country. And mind you, these are all Bo3, so giving these players enough and more opportunity to showcase their skill and take it all the way. Having said that, Mike, we should be able to get into the game very shortly, and we will be able to see what the agent composition is going to look like for the game. And yes, we. Ooh.
Okay, this is spicy. This is very spicy from the side of the side of UG, at least. For example, they are going with a jet and a chamber. Now that's an interesting pick because Roach on the chamber and Scream on the jet. You usually see teams switching up the jet instead of replacing the jet with the chamber and trying to go for the single duty position on Fracture and try to give more space to double initiator compositions where you have a Sky and a breach, or you have a KO and a breach. But they are actually going to go for a single initiator on the breach and double duelist with the Brimstone being the single smoker. Of course, Brimstone's a very powerful agent on this map because of how he can handle his sky smokes in those close corners. But of course, I love seeing Chamber because of how much firepower he brings, not only as a sentinel but as an agent who can get out pretty easily. I feel like Chambers a lot. What Chamber has done to Valorant is that he has changed everything about how Jet is supposed to be played. Initially, you have Jet, who's just an operator agent. You take the operator and then you take a peek and then you dash away. That's all Jet had to do. Now you have a Jet who is capable of just dashing into sight with a phantom, with just a rifle heavy jet, and you can have the chamber on the operator. He can be the backline. He can take care of flanks, and that's really powerful. Especially in the new patch as well, you see Brimstone becoming more meta. You have Astra just almost completely falling out of meta, and I'm so excited to see how they're going on both sides. Especially the trademark is going to be so powerful in checking those flanks.
Indeed, and the fun part of this is that Fracture previously was never played without Viper, and now with the new patch
Hmm.
coming out, Viper is pretty much dead, other than on probably Breeze and maybe Icebox. I feel like those two maps cannot be played without Viper
Mm, mm,
regardless.
mm, mm, mm,
And
mm,
Brim is
mm,
just way too strong right now. The speed at which it smokes fall, the Stim Beacon now giving a speed boost as well. But we are going to be getting into the game. It's going to be UG starting off on the defense with SIGEN on the attack, and it
Ooh.
looks to be an A hit for the most part. And three people going through dish. Normally, you do only see two pushing through dish and three
Mm,
at main.
mm.
But it's going to be a complete opposite here from SIGEN, where three have gone
Actually,
into dish.
the problem with this is what usually did was they pushed out of B main. Now they know information that they have information that there is no one outside B. So immediately there's four players rotating to A main to counter this aggression coming in from both sides of A. It's Mad Eye. He has one flash. This could be very useful if he's able to get to the side,
Oh,
but that's gonna be Rusia taking the kill with the ghost onto Chroms. Mad Eye taking the kill onto Benji. Kuf,
oh, the
Defiance
trades are
gets one,
happening
Defiance
though.
gets two. Okay, Scream with the Deagle gets two. Is he not getting a third shot? No, he's not. But Defiance is there to trade him out. UG out the round in quite chaotic fashion. But I mean, the reads were really good. They got information quickly. They got into site. They got into retake, and that was very well done. Not even letting Saijan come into the site at that point.
Yeah, and hats off to Defiance with those right clicks from the classic, getting three kills there to close out, and even Scrim with those head taps coming out from the Sheriff, just closing things out for the team. But it's going to be a bit of a weird buy here. We have the full Shield
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff coming out from Defiance. We have a Marshall coming out, so not a full buy in terms of what you would see normally in around number two. But again, do you see like what is happening? They are pushing out a beam and they're getting a lot of information here. But right now, none of the players from the side of Sigen have actually pushed out of their spawn. And right now, they do see one Scrim looking for some Marshall shots here, but he does get pick from three different players. Was not expecting a Dexter managing to pick up two. Benji will get the trade on to Mad Eye here, but this is a really good start for Saijan. Regardless, Roach in the meantime with the frenzy takes out Rosia. Crumbs with another kill. Dexter manages to pick up his third kill with the pistol. This man is absolutely insane, and
Oh
Dexter
my
picks up
god!
another. Dexter goes for
Dexter!
the ace. That's a
What?
classic ace on
What?
round number two. What did we just see? There
There
is
is no way
no
he does
way.
that. No way he does that with a classic. Just completely destroys the UG roster. Everyone from UG just rushing in to attack a spawn, and Dexter is just waiting. Like I have a classic. That's all I need. Oh my god,
Good
Dexter!
God, that was
What?
destructive.
And
UJ
then
is fuming right now.
I mean, this is the anti-eco, so obviously you understand UG's impatience to go in and take those immediate eco frags. But the problem with that is this is the second round of the game, so you cannot go for those aggressive pushes without having any sort of information gathering. And what they did was they just went in with the breach flash, and that didn't really work out for them. And Dexter, I love how he played it. So of course, picking so on this map, I'm not very sure about how he's going to utilize the SOA, but his ability to frag out has just been proven so hard with that one round, just completely ruining Huge's economy.
Like I say, it's
Scrims.
always a classic. It's the most overpowered weapon in this game, and it was just proven right there against a full buy coming out, almost a full buy coming out from the side of or rather a half by coming out from Valorant, UG Valorant there, and just completely demolished. But now they are forced to go into a save where else Team Sigen is on a full buy here. They cannot afford to lose any rifle. This is their buy round. Other than Dexter, everyone has basically full bought into this round, so they need to be careful on how they take these fights. Meanwhile, Hawks are
Okay,
trying to
Hawks
go
on
in
the
with the lead. Does
arena.
get
Does he get
stunned
the shots?
up.
He gets. Oh no, he gets stunned. The fault line is perfect. Crumbs gets a kill off of the frenzy. Gets information
It's
from
really
another
good
player.
stuff.
Crumbs is tagged down, though he might be able to get the kill. Defies its kill onto Yugi. Why on the other side, Mada is able to get the kill, but Crumbs with the trade. It's down to two players on the side of Team Saichen. Rusia has the Vandal, gets one, but not able to. Scrim is here with the Sheriff. He is here to tap some heads today. And it's down to the final player, Dexter, again, as he's stuck in a clutch situation. But right now, he does not have the spike, and the spike is guarded by three players, checking all three different angles. They have to know that this plays up in dish. Scream checking him already. Doesn't get the shots off initially, but Scream is there with the cleanup. And that's going to be the second round going for the side of UG Varant.
What are these anti-ecos coming out? That's two thrifty rounds coming out from either side. The anti-eco is absolutely crazy from both teams right now. Uh,
Just
Definitely
don't buy
turning out to
guns.
be an interesting game.
Just don't buy guns. Just buy pistols. At
Utility
this
and
point.
classics.
Yeah.
Utility and classics. Maybe a sheriff for Scrim.
Yeah, yeah, Scrim just should just play the sheriff at this point. I mean, the man's been just hitting heads left, right, and center. But again, Russia here with the trademark positioning. I like what he's doing. He's completely cutting off a flank that could potentially come from Dish by the fault lines. Here stops Dexter from pushing into the
Oh,
express
the
Scrim
operator.
here. They do not Scrim with the op, gets nothing. He's good for the re-aggression, doesn't get the second shot off. But he
Oh
gets
my
the
good
what
god,
the
what a
big
shot!
Oh, he tries to go for the second one, doesn't get it off. Mad Eye with the again with the trade-off of the classic onto the operator user, but Crumbs gets the kill onto Hawks on the other side of the map, but it's down to Roach here. He has okay, Crumbs flying over top of Mad Eye, gets the kill in spot. Roach stuck in a battle against his player up in arcade, but he's actually gonna make his way all the way onto Dish here. It's down to the
Yugi,
final
funny
player.
part is Yugi was the Reina player for SIGEN before, but now he's on the controller. He is going to be running into Defiance here. Let's see who wins his trade out. I don't think he has the best of
Yeah.
weaponry here. Yes, he was just on a classic. And to clean things out, and it's going to be 3-1 in favor of UG right now. But interesting re-aggression coming out from Scrim there, because he got the first kill, he whiffed the second shot, immediately quick scoped and got a headshot, and then decided to fight the third guy as well without being able to reset. Definitely questionable coming out from him, but he almost made it work. So
I mean, the man's just brimming with confidence at this point. He just wants to hit the shots. That's all. That's all that is to it. And he knows he has a teammates back him up. He knows that defense is right behind him with the breach, with the fault line to help him out in situation. Of course, that didn't work out, especially where.
oh, the read though, the read is perfect here.
Oh
We do
my
have
God,
Crumbs
Crumbs
and
gets the kill
Scrim
onto
both here.
Hawks. Hawks, but Crumbs again. This immediate aim and aggression from the side of Team SIGEN has been really shut down here by UG Valorant as they take two trades. The benches are going to be huge. The benches are going to be huge. They're going to take down the player, and Mad Eye has no chance of getting out of there in any form whatsoever. Roach here knows that there could be a player up in Dish. He's trying to go for the aggression, gets the headshot onto Russia. It's down to Yogi Bhai again in a 1v4. The Brimstone, he's just trying to smoke for his team, but again, the moment he comes out of his iPad, he sees that his entire team is dead. Yes, try and do something. Okay, Roach. Okay, Roach. Let's relax with the jumping shots. But Crumbs is there on the flank, and he gets the headshot off the Phantom. That's the fourth rank of the side of UG Valorant. They seem quite unstoppable right now.
Indeed, and it is again for the side of UG. It's just Crumbs and Scrim just wreaking havoc. Defiance following up close behind, but it has been this duo standing strong for UG. And mind you, this is a bit strange because Scrim and Crumbs both are coming up from a different team for to the side of UG, because they were part of WG New Order. So this is now a combination of the two best teams that Sri Lanka has seen over the last couple of years for Valorant, and it's just an OP team right now, and they're proving why they are as such. But SIGEN has been good enough to put some pressure here, and already Scrim with that operator just proving why he's the best opper in the country right now, and just staying true to his name as the best opper here, getting so many frags for the team and already top fragging for his team as well.
Now the problem with Team SIGEN right now is that they are not able to get aim and control. They've been trying so hard to get aim and control, but this combo with the sky smoke and the benches have been just stopping them right in their tracks. Now again they're re-aggressing off with benches here, waiting for it though. The rolling thunder on Defiance, he's gonna use it. He has it climbed up. He doesn't use it, but he's gonna get the shots off onto Hawks. Though he's actually come on, man. But it's Lucia gets the kill onto Roach. Scrim trades him out. It's down to a 2v3 Scrim. And also they've got the read. They know that the players are going on to be, but they're not aggressing right now. They're waiting for a push into spawn. They're not seeing anything. The spike is going down now. Notice Dexter has the Hunter's Fury. This Hunter's Fury could come up huge if they get into good post-one situations, but he's actually going to make his way on the way onto tower.
Rolling
Thunder investor. This Russia doesn't get caught. Russia could come huge if he gets a kill onto Scrim right there. That's a huge pick off, and that's a 2v2. It's gonna be hard for Benji to try and do something. Uses the steam beacon for a movement buff. He gets a movement buff, but it's down to Dexter to 1v2.
Tough 1v1 to take here. Dexter with the Sheriff here.
Okay, the
Shock
shotgun
darts.
doesn't hit, but oh my
my
god, he
God.
picked the shots off the Sheriff and Defiance gets the headshot off on the Vandal. Oh my lord. That is just so unfortunate. The shock dart just inches away from just completely decimating. And I might have 46 HP. That shock dart right at his body could have just completely taken him out, but the shock dart doesn't land it just lands quite far away from him. And that is unlucky for Dexter, but that's gonna be UG Valorant getting the 5th round under their belt. Crumbs has the showstopper ready for this situation. Again, notice they've given up aiming. UG Valorant has given up aiming. They are not fighting for aiming. They're actually fighting for Dish right now. And look at Crumbs, the pinch coming in from Dish and B-Man from Market. As Mad Eye gets trades a trade, but Roach gets the kill onto Mad Eye, and that's gonna be the reaggression. Benji has already pushed to attack spawn. They already have control of attacker spawn. Benji's already in attacker spawn. Dexter uses Hunter's Fury without. Okay, that's a blind ultimate. Not really gets anything. But Rusia gets the kill onto Roach down in sewers. Interesting positioning there by Roach. Not sure whether he had his rendezvous set up for that particular play, but he does.
I think he did. I don't think he just got it off. He was not expecting the op to be held in that angle. I think that's exactly why. But definitely a winnable round now for Team SIGEN here, going back and rotating back into A here. We do see Defiance still at B as well as Scrim. So this is a complete rotation going into A side. Benji is the only one who is all the way stuck at Dish here. He will have to come back into the side,
Benji
but
has
he's
the
going to be
orbital
full A
strike.
side control.
Benji has orbital strike. This orbital strike come up, huge movement pump.
No, it's not going to be a point.
But it's going to be a lot of delay. Oh my god, Hawks loses the battle onto Benji's Scrim here. He has the opposite angle. Dexter has no chance whatsoever. It's down to Rusia. And Rusia gets shot off onto Scrim. But the diffuse is going down. Doesn't get the shot off onto the diffuser. Defiance gonna use the fault on his fault.
Oh, Rusia gets a blind shot through the smoke.
Oh my god, Defiance. He put solo. Rusia solo. He gets a shot up onto Defiance. That's gonna be the clutch, the 1v3 from Rusia, as he shows exactly why Chambers so good on this map with the operator. And then again, interesting thing to note there is that because Benji had control of Dish while the push into A main was coming from the side of Team SIGEN,
That's a good spot.
Yuji had no fear when running into side because they had control of Dish. They know the only place that Team SIGEN could be was in A main. But again, the punish coming from the orbital strike, the delay coming in from that, and I mean, but of course, okay, Rosie has now
will take out Scrim.
Why
they are
not?
on anti-eco though, but I mean anti-eco in the sense they are on a half buy on the side of UG, so it's going to be a tough one for them to hold. But meanwhile, with Scrim being taken down at B main here, they are going to be pushing in as a 5-man into this. Roach is going to be in towers, only man inside the side so far, and the smokes will go down. So now Roach has an idea that this is happening. He's going to get smoked off. There is the outrun coming into as well. He's
Roach
going to
has
be
a rendezvous as well.
Spike planted.
Waiting for this now. All 5 players stuck up in this B main area. Crumbs has one showstopper, and that might just completely ruin everything. But Dex says they have to start him down, not expecting the second player. Benji not hitting his shots. But Dex says there. Dexter is able to get the shots off it. No, it's not Benji with the 2K. And it's down to 2 players here on the side of Team SIGEN. The Rolling Thunder invested to stop the diffuse from coming in. Roach has a Vandal, tries to go for the orbital strike, invested as well by the Brimstone. And that's going to be Mad Eye taking down Roach. Gives the Bulldog. Defiance, can he do anything? No, he cannot. He's trying to go for the shots. He's down to 1 HP and he gets completely shot down. Mad Eye with the quick scope on him. That's going to be the 3rd round by Team SIGEN. Huge plays coming from him. And
definitely good stuff coming out from Team SIGEN here, making a comeback here. 5-3 is the score, and it's all on the back of Rusia and his operator here, getting those first pickoffs, clutching multiple rounds out now for the side of Team SIGEN. And Rusia, mind you, was not there yesterday. I think this is their sub on the side of Team SIGEN, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think he was there in yesterday's game, if I remember right. And he's just putting on a show right now. I have played with this guy before, and he's extremely good. And he's just proving that he's one of the best players in the country right now against the likes of UG here. Meanwhile, a judge in the hands of Crumbs pushing forward here. Benji. Didn't
interesting.
use the showstopper yet.
Five-man push-up payment doesn't really work out for them. The showstopper invested and everyone's just making
My.
their way out of the hills. But Moms does not let them run away. He does not want them out of his side. That's the two players remaining on the side of Team SIGEN. They are stuck in attacker spawn. They have no way to go. They have no idea what happened. They're just waiting for a push. But Dexter, does he know that the charge is there? The charge doesn't actually deliver. Dexter gets a kill onto Crumbs. It's down to a 2v4. Not undoable. They know two players are right here. This is dead. Scream Dexter with
They are
three.
just mauling. They are just
Dexter?
mauling just right now. Dexter and Russia is putting on a show right now for Team SIGEN and everyone who is watching at home. This is just extremely really good gunplay coming out from them, good positioning coming out, and UG is paying the price of pushing out too aggressively on defense, and it's all left down to Benji and Roach to try and clutch this one out. And mind you, the players haven't switched from A main, and we already see Benji trying to push back out. He is holding a very tight angle here. Are they going to clear him is going to be the question here. They are running in to the side with the spike right now. It's just a 2v1, so it's all going to be up to Benji to try and delay this until we do have
strikes.
Benji has habit at the
now,
plant.
of course. Oh no! Oh, that's a
He
huge.
gets spotted, Benji gets spawned.
Popular strike. That's a huge option. They don't have time. They don't have time to plant the spike. That is just huge use of utility by the side of Team UG Valorant. They just kept the orbital strike. They knew exactly where the plant was going down. Decided to pop it at the exact moment the plant. They waited until the plant. Once the plant sound cue was heard, so that the plant position cannot change. The moment 2 seconds went after the plant sound cue came, man just hits the orbital strike. That just ruins every plan on the side of Team SIGEN. I mean, I like what they did, that they tried to cut sound, but not really working in their favor. Again, a 5-man stacking attacker spawn. This is not something I really think is gonna work out, as they are trying to push off into this A main area. But again, because the thing with Fracture is you have to take map control, right? You have to take control of areas where, even though you may not hit those sites, but with this 5-man attack push
they're just expecting UG to push out. That's exactly what UG is doing. They have been doing this continuously, and they're waiting for UG to push out to try and make use of this. Meanwhile, they do take control of, try to at least take control of B side, but Roach is going to put Hawks down, and they still haven't been able to get inside here.
The trademark is just huge, as it just completely stops the push. You promise with another kill onto Dexter.
Oh, lovely shot there coming out from Russia. Mada in the meantime taking down Crumbs as well. Russia finds another kill. Russia just putting on a show with this operator and putting Scrim to shame right now, and they haven't been able to, Scrim hasn't been able to get a kill for a really long time now, and now the full rotation coming into A side, but Benji is going to be ready for this. Is he going to be able to get an entry pick off here? He's holding a very tight angle, 25 HP on this. Mada gets taken down. Benji fighting up against, but Yuki is going to be good for the kill with the Spectre. It's going to be a 1v2.
Oh no, it's a
Spectre.
It's down to a 1v1. Russia has the operator now. The operator, not the best weapon, especially in these close corners of the back spawn in defend the area. And Defiance has the rolling thunder as well. It's 13 seconds. This rolling thunder could come up huge if he is able to get it off before the plant goes down. It just cannot get it on time, but the spike goes down. Russia just has to wait until the effect of the stun wears off. He does wear off. But does he know the angle? No, he does not. The op, not the best weapon to have in that scenario. Unable to pick multiple angles, and he gets taken down. Defiance good use of utility on the beach there. Fault line completely stopping the second fault line there onto the side of the pillar. What it did was it stopped Russia from pushing in from that side. So Defiance almost has a perfect idea of exactly where the player is gonna be, and that's exactly why he pre-fired that first corner as he walked in through pillar, and that's gonna be UG Valorant taking the round.
This is just a very experienced gameplay coming out from the side of UG Valorant. Even though it looks like Team SIGEN has the upper hand in certain rounds, it's just one or two of these players on the side of UG just having the experience to pull this off. And meanwhile, Roach pulls out the tour defaults, and he is going to be able to not going to be able to get anything done because the spot line is going to push him back, but he has relocated into a different angle here. Spots out Defiance there, but here comes the Hunter's Fury. But Crumbs is going to push from under and take
This
him out.
this is what I said. You have to have map control of arcade if you are going for a B main push, because it's so hard to control that Suez area. The, the moment they don't have control of arcade, it's so hard for people to just aggress off of a B main.
Oh,
They
lovely
could do
shot there by
exactly what
Scrim.
Comms is doing right now. And Koof with the kill off the aftershock. Mad Eye stuck in here. Spawn, he gets one, he gets doesn't get a second, but Crumbs shuts him down. The defuse goes out. It's gonna be the 8th round for the side of Team UG Valorant, looking dominant here on their defense.
Tough situation for Team SIGEN to be in. It looks like they have control of the game and then they lose it immediately. And I think it goes back to what you were saying. They need at least 1 or 2 players, or at least one player looking at that arcade side if they are going to be pushing into B main. Likewise, if you are going into go into A side, you need at least one player coming through dish. Dish is a little bit harder. You need at least 2 players, I feel like, if you're contesting dish. But at least if you're going into B side, at least someone watching that arcade area where if a player from UG is going to be pushing out from under, but it's going to be Scrim back again on the op. It's going to be a bit of a half by coming out from Team SIGEN into this. And mind you, this is the last round before the half, so trying to make it an 8-4 at least, but 9-3. And they'll be happy with 9-3 also. You know, the curse working in their favor.
Scrim's walking into him and doesn't spot.
But Hawks.
Hawks
puts him
is
down.
waiting for him. Waiting for
Hawks
him.
already puts him
Dexter
down.
doesn't get anything. Crumbs with a showstopper gets invested. Does he spot the player? He does not. Oh my god, poor UQI. Poor UQI had no chance there as he gets taken down. Roach here is on site. He has a trademark right next to him. Now, this trademark will allow him to get that kill, but he's actually runs away. He's up in tower. He's waiting for the push to come in, doesn't see anything. He's ready for his rendezvous at Defiance with the aftershock to push out the player out of that little cubby. This pushing him in. Defiance down to 1 HP. And the perfect pick off of the flash, but not able to hit the land the shots as Rusia takes down Roach. That's an unnatural whiff there. Crumbs again down through Suez gets 4. It's just Crumbs is he wants to go for this ace. I mean, why not? The man has been performing really out of his mind. He throws out the bench, just Hawks back. Then Hawks get the kill. He does get the kill. That's a little bit of a bummer for the side of Crumbs, but again, it's a 1v2.
15 seconds on the clock here. He does not have the time. He does not have the time to pull this off. Benji is going to be holding this close corner here. He knows where he is at. Does get spotted out, but Benji just having the better angle there. Takes out Hawks and makes it a 9-3 going into the second half. And again, no one is looking at this push coming on from under arcade here. Crumbs has been able to continuously do this multiple rounds, and it's just 20 kills to 9. Like, look at the scoreline. Crumbs solo carrying right now for the side of UG, just because no one is watching that arcade area.
All they have to do is have this is the thing, right? The problem with having a Reyna and not someone like a Reyna Jet on your team as a duelist when you're running a single duelist composition fracture is that you don't have someone to take control of arcade. When you have the Raze, it's very easy to take control of arcade. When you have the Jet, it's very easy to take control using the Cloudburst, but Reyna does not have that utility that will help her take control of certain areas of the map pretty easily, which is okay. I mean, you might be able to use the SOA, but that's the problem with the double initiative compositions coming. You have the SOA stacked up with a breach, but they are going for the defense here. They have to try and get this pistol. Revealing this pistol is really important.
Again, good positioning. They have the idea that all players are here, huddled up at A here. They are going to go in straight.
That's a huge flash. That's a huge flashpoint. As he gets a kill, just Rusia is able to get a kill on Crumbs.
They do find another. Rusia gets 2. But the trades are good. It's going to be good enough. Scrim, mind you, looking for more. Dexter falling down really low. Scrim will find that 1 kill onto Hawks. It's going to be a 2v2, but both players on the side of Team SIGEN extremely low. Dexter gets spotted out. The shot that not really doing any damage. Defiance pushes forward and will get Dexter, and now Rusia stuck alone, still having an idea where the spike is at. He's going to be holding this tight angle. Will he be able to get a pick off is going to be the question. Do they have any idea where Rusia is at? He head taps one, but it's not going to be good enough, where Defiance gets another on this pistol to close things out, making it a 10-3. I would say it might be a 11-3, but the ecos in this game has been absolutely insane. So who knows, a thrifty from SIGEN is definitely possible.
The anti-ecos have been just crazy, especially whenever team eco, they seem to win it. But again, the problem with that, yeah, again, they had control of A main. It's just UG is just winning all the gun duels. It just came down to that, right? Like they won all the duels in that 3v3 situation.
Right there.
It's just put him at such a good spot. Now, Dream actually got a press off of that. Now the fault line stops it. Russia goes to the white swing. Doesn't get the kill. The smokes
Russia
are
gets one.
coming
They
in.
have 4 spot here. Hawks finds another as well. This 4 spy working out for them.
That's huge.
Finding
That's
2
huge.
already. Crumbs saddling
Crumbs is
forward.
up.
Will find Russia here. And he gets 2 actually. Mad Eye goes down as well. And Defiance and Roach on the other side will take down Hawks and Yugi. Why? And it's all down to Dexter. Dexter, the clutch god for the side of SIGEN. Can he go for this? He will find one. Not landing the shots. And Roach will be able to clean things up. Making
That
it
is
11-3.
That is so unlucky. But
Mind you, they forced
it's
as well.
They had forced out. They are stuck in a situation, right? Do they force and do they keep forcing throughout the entire game, or do they go for a save and play for overtime? No, that's a very hard decision to make, especially as a team when you know that this is your third map, and these are the quarterfinals. So it's. I mean, I feel bad for Team SIGEN. They are stuck in a undesirable situation, to say the least. They are actually going to go for the save here.
And it is going to be an A push coming out from either side here. From Dish, there are 2 players coming in, as well as 3 from A main. And they will go in. Benji will find the kill on Russia. Roach in the meantime will find Hawks all the way towards Dish here. Now in a very bad situation. Roach will find 1, but the trade is going to be there. Crumbs with the trade onto Mad Eye as well. Already down to just Dexter. Taking a little bit of damage here. Dexter down to no HP at all. Crumbs pushing forward. Dexter will get spotted out just with a Marshall in hand. Will get pulled down by Crumbs, making it 12-3 and getting UG on to match point here. And Crumbs is just putting on a show right now. 23 kills already, and no one is even close on either side. And he's just going in and wrecking absolutely everyone.
I mean, the thing with Crumbs is that every time I see him, it's just how he uses his utility, right? Like the way it's not just how he double slashes onto these weird angles and just quick movements. It's just how he uses his pictures. It's so impressive. He knows exactly when and where to put those pinches. It almost understands exactly where the players are, and that's something that a lot of racemen should learn, especially if you're watching Crumbs, is that you use your patience in a way that is impactful, not just to clear off angles. But Dexter is here waiting for this push. Just Dexter understand that if you're positioning here, the rolling thunder comes in. That's gonna be the aggression off of that. Hawks on the other side of the side trying to rotate as Crumbs gets the trade up on Dexter. Who's here with the operator? This operator is not the best situation, especially in this full push, but they've already taken control of site and control of arcade as well. This is going to be
It's a 4v3 though, completely doable. Russia finds another onto Crumbs, making it a 4v3 now. Completely doable. Defiance still has the fault line in hand. Double flashes ready as well. He might actually use one here. He's going to use it. The fault line going to catch him off guard. Benji will find one. Roach is going to be there for the trade, but Mad Eye with 2 quick kills down to the last man. Defiance, can he crush it out? He's not going to be able to do it as Mad Eye. Just going absolutely insane with the 3k to close out the round and keep Team SIGEN alive in the game, and might go to recover the operator if he can find it. He does find it, so will recover the op for Russia here.
Now, the problem right now is that they have to keep saying flawless balance just like that for the next 8 rounds. It's going to be so hard for them, because the thing is they have 2 ultimates here. They have Russia with the 24s and Mad Eye with the Rolling Thunder. What I would do at this situation is I'd rather give the operator to someone like Hawks and then have Russia play the 24s, but Russia is actually going to play the operator and not buy up one of his teammates. It's a very broken buy. They have 1 player on a Spectre. 1 player on
Indeed,
a
but it is going to be a push here. They are going to be pushing forward. Crumbs is going to be good for the kill out of Yugi, but Dexter finds one on the stream. They are looking for more here. Hawks will find Benji as well. There's really good stuff coming out from Team SIGEN right now, and the spike is down. Defiance manages to get Hawks, who pushed up a little bit too much, and the flash has caught him off guard, making it a 3v3 now, but they do have the spike control here.
Defiance gets spotted by the recon dart. There are 2 players up in dish, but the problem with these 2 players up in dish is they do not have the control of spike. Crumbs with the showstopper comes into aim. This could be huge if he just catch off Mad Eye, but it's Roach who capitalizes off of the surprise caused by Crumbs as Crouch is there with the final kill, able to trade it out. That's gonna be a 13-4 scoreline as usually take fractures, complete dominance in the aggression, especially on both on defense and attack. They have been so quick, they have been so immediate. It's just the ability to take map control, especially the defense, constantly pushing out of B main, taking that information, taking A main with the sky smoke and the pinches. That is what made them the better team today. When it comes to fracture, you have to have map control, you have to have areas under your control if you are going to execute onto sites, and that was just not there on the team SIGEN because honestly, because team UG was not letting them get that.
Indeed, and must say, I thought it would be Scrim today yet again, pulling out all the stops for the side of Team UG, but it was today, it was Crumbs' day, 423 average combat score with 25 kills under his belt. Absolutely insane performance coming out from him. And on the other side, we did see some really good performance coming out from Dexter as well as Russia, and even Mad Eye clutching out a couple of rounds for the side, but it was just not just good enough at the end of the day. I think it all comes down to I don't think it was anything to do with the aim duel. I think in terms of game mechanics, both teams were extremely good. It was just strategy and map control, and not having played together for a really long time. I feel like Team UG has a lot more experience coming into this matchup, and I think that's exactly what Team SIGEN is lacking. And I feel like with enough practice and enough tournament experience, I feel like this team will be a force to be reckoned with going into the future, and I feel like they definitely can do it. But right now it is going to be UG moving on into the semi-finals. If I'm not mistaken, they will be facing off against Whiffmasters in the semi-final matchup, because it was Whiffmasters who won yesterday against Team Tenacity 2-0. So Whiffmasters are coming in with a lot of confidence. It was a quite dominant performance from Whiffmasters in that quarterfinal match, so they are coming in with a lot of confidence into this semi-final matchup against UG Valorant. But this is definitely going to be a matchup to watch out for, especially with the new addition to Whiffmasters. Deadshot has come into play for Whiffmasters, so this is definitely going to be an interesting matchup between these two teams. Solid match it's going to be. Hopefully we'll all get to see that match, all three games, and to go the distance. We'll have to wait and see how that all comes together. But for now, that is it, guys. But just before I head out, I want to remind you a massive shout out to SLTMOBITEL Esports Valorant rivals the entire tournament. It has been absolutely amazing so far. 100,000 rupees of prize money with 50,000 rupees worth of Valorant points on offer as well. And on top of that, we do have the SLTMOBITEL Esports platform, which is absolutely insane. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the head-to-head between the two players. It's Russia versus Crumbs, 25 kills, 2-16 on Russia with an average combat score of 423 to the 293. I must say this is actually pretty close considering the scoreline. I feel like this is actually a pretty close head-to-head, considering it was a 13-4. If it was a close scoreline and this was the head-to-head, then I would have been surprised. But since the scoreline is so big, this is actually a very close head-to-head between these two players. But before we end, a massive shout out to the platform that this entire competition has been built on. Do check it out, guys. It's esports.slt.lk. Make sure to head on over to the website and check out everything that SLTMOBITEL has to offer. They have multiple offers for the gamers out there. They have their own shop ready if you want to buy Valorant points, whether it's Valorant, PUBG, Free Fire, Steam gift cards, whatever you need, they have you covered. And they have a couple of community-driven subscription services. Do check out everything that they do have to offer. It will definitely boost your esports experience. But having said that, it's going to be me, Chara, and my both signing off. Hopefully we'll catch you guys next time, but until then, see you guys.